Hello, my beautiful angels. It's Josie, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. In this video, I want to share with you 5 signs that your blessing is coming. No matter what's happening in the world, there are good news. And the good news is that universe is always ready to bless you. And I really want you to pay attention to these words. I really want you to open up to the idea that we live in a friendly, abundant, miraculous universe. And when you really understand this idea, when you're holding on to this idea, trusting your own inner intelligence, that's when miracle truly happen. So how do you know if you are ready? I hear this over and over again, Josie. I'm asking God, the universe. I'm praying, but my prayers, I don't receive evidence of my prayers being heard. Is something or someone out there listening to me? How do I know that I'm being supported? How do I know that divine intelligence, God, the universe, all the good wisdom, that it's there, that it's listening, that it's paying attention? And let me tell you, I'm here to tell you that you are supported all the time. And instead of looking outwards, take a step and look inwards. Why? Why things aren't manifesting? Why aren't you seeing evidence? And it's because you're not ready. But how do you know? What do you need to do right now? What can you do right now, today, right now, so you can get ready? And when you are ready, it's just shower of blessings wherever you go, wherever you are, whatever's happening in the world. That shower of blessing, the rain of goodness, is always following you. I've seen this over and over and over again for years, working with thousands of people. That's the mastery of life. That's the secret of life. And when you understand it, you are in alignment with what the universe has to offer to you. So the step number 1, the sign that you are ready to receive your blessing, is that you are in alignment with what you want. That you are truly in alignment with what you want, knowing exactly what you want. Now, not changing your mind every other day. Today you want one thing, you're asking for a blessing. Let's say you want to have a beautiful relationship or you want abundance in your life, but there are so many conflicting ideas and thoughts. You're listening to these people, you're paying attention to what these people are saying, and you just get scattered all over the place, and the universe is listening to you. Just come on, what do you want? And the way for you to get in alignment with what you want is truly getting clear, becoming clear on what you want. Knowing, I'll get there. The universe will support me. But that first taking action of deciding and getting clarity on what you want, that's when the universe begins to open the doors again. Everybody get out of the way, because a miracle is coming your way. So getting clear, write down on a piece of paper. Write down, take a pen and piece of paper, a notebook, and simply write down your dream, your desire, your blessing. Your blessing is a good energy. It's a miracle or something. Your desire is so deep within you. And the universe is listening and is paying attention. And the universe is always ready to give you what you want, regardless of pandemic, regardless of your conditions, regardless of your situation right now. This is important. Step number 1 is always about you deciding, getting into alignment with the universe. This is what I want. No need to be afraid or ashamed of your wishes. This is what I want. So get into alignment. And then it's just a matter of time before your blessing begins to show up on this earth, and you will see it. The second very important step for the universe to give you the blessing, and it simply means that you're open and you are ready. And the second sign is all about you seeing yourself, seeing your blessing first on the screen of your mind. Your mind, your imagination, that screen of your consciousness, that's where the universe is really working. That's where the universe and you are just like a mastermind. You go into your mind in a meditation, or simply do a visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself. See yourself very clearly on the screen of your mind, the life that you truly desire. See yourself living your best life. See yourself being in this abundance, prosperity, love, everything you truly desire for yourself. If you struggling with an illness, see yourself happy. Use that screen of your consciousness, and you are projecting that reality. And the universe is like a movie theater. It's in this movie theater, and it's watching. Okay, show me what you want. And you're projecting on that screen of your mind exactly what you want. Your dream, your desire comes to full picture on the screen. And it's vivid, it's alive, and you're there. You're participating in the dream. You live in the dream. You're fully there. You can almost feel the air. You can feel all kinds of fine details because you are creating this magical picture. You see that blessing. Instead of just waiting at the door saying, when is my blessing coming? What's going on? Why am I not being supported by the universe? My blessings are somewhere, but not here. It's always about you imagining, seeing the picture of what you want on the screen of your mind. If you don't see it here, it's still in the process of being created. So work with the universe. The universe is always listening. And let me repeat this one more time. Remember this, the universe always wants to bless you. Always. Not once, not ever. You will find that the universe is punishing you, or anyone for that matter. So we're punishing ourselves. And this is the lesson that I've learned from angels. And by the way, if this is your first time on this channel, if you're listening to me asking, who is this lady talking about angels? Oh, I'm Josie Grouse. I'm the angelic medium. And on this channel, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've learned from angels, the life tips that will help you to create the life that you dream and desire. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button, because I make videos here every single day. So you will be the first one to be notified. So number 3, this was the hardest for me personally, and maybe you can relate. Number 3 is simply all about trusting the universe. Trusting the universe. See, when we talk about the universe or God or some kind of invisible energy, we cannot see it. We cannot put our finger on it. There's no phone number that you can call or customer support service that you can just call and say, can I talk to the universe, please? But we know that there are forces that are invisible forces. Why we know? Because we see the laws. We see specific synchronicities. Things are happening. This is not just random event that just every once in a while happens. There are laws. There are spiritual laws. They have been figured out already. So we know that there is a power that is operational everywhere. And we are the products of that power. We are the creative expressions of that power. And when we understand that we don't have to do everything alone. If you're struggling with abundance, if money's hard and it's hard for you to find your way out of the debts, and out of all the scarcity and the mindset, it's always you're surrounded perhaps by people who are negative, who are very critical of money. So building prosperity may be a challenge, and it feels like to you like you have to struggle. It's almost you're by yourself, you're alone. There's no support system that is in place that is going to help you. You are wrong. This is such a big revelation once you understand. It's like at the end of the day, you realize I am supported by the entire universe, not just by someone or something. The entire universe is supporting me. The universe has spirit guides. The universe has angels by our sides. Ready, use them, use these resources. Invoke angels for advice, for help. Just seriously begin working with that power. Utilize that power. You don't have to struggle everything hard every single day. What's going on? These news are everything is just bringing you down. Snap out of it and begin working with higher power. And you will see, regardless of what's happening in the world, in your reality, you will begin to notice positive changes. Things really begin to improve. They may not be improving super fast as you would want them to, but they will improve. And guess what? The more you trust the universe, the more you trust the universal intelligence, the more help you receive. It's almost like you surrender and say, you know what, help me. Let's do this together. And then the universe begins to operate this plan, and it's going to bring on your path the people, the events, the circumstances, all the blessings that you truly want and desire. It's almost like, woo, you'll see them. You will feel them. It's like every day waking up, I can tell you so many stories in my own life of really understanding this principle. See, I used to do everything by myself. I'm this Miss Independence. I'm strong and independent woman. And it used to be such a burden for me because I felt the pressure, like it's my job. I have to make sure, things are done. I was in control. I was this control freak. Always need things done in a certain way. No, that's not how you do it. Let me do it. Okay, let me do it. So, and I would take over someone else's job. And because I wanted to be in control. I wanted things to be like perfect, the Josie way. I thought that's how I would succeed. That was my idea of success. But then when I started working with angels, it's just like one idea at a time. I received guidance. It's almost like, we've got this, Josie, we've got this. Relax, just chill, just do something, go have some coffee. We'll take care of that. So I was waiting for someone's call, and it would be, could be someone I've worked with, and it was an important, could be a client or someone, my mentor, could be someone I really wanted to work, and I'll be, oh, when is this happening? The universe like, go do something, just don't worry about it. It will be taken care of. And I learned to relax. I learned to release. And I learned to trust that these invisible forces will make things happen. And every single time, without exception, 100% of the time, these forces would take care of everything. And letting go of control, it's almost like it's a necessary thing. It's necessary because if you try to do everything by yourself, create abundance, then you feel you're just exhausting your resources. There's only that much time per day. There's only that many people around you. There's only limited environment that you can reach. But when you work with higher power, the universe just blesses you. And when you're ready to trust, when you're ready to work with the universe, guess what? You're ready for your blessing. And number 4, the sign that you are ready for your blessing is that you believe. Do you believe that you're worthy? Now, I worked with thousands of people, and I've noticed this one aspect of personality, and I will always begin there, looking into someone's idea of worthiness. If somebody would come to see me and they would have specific problems, I would look at the way they see themselves. And it begins to be clear when you have super clear image that you are a powerful being, that you're a divine being, and you're worthy of all abundance. You are the evidence, you're the example that abundance really flows into your life. If your concept of self, if you are so out of alignment with who you truly are, if you're living someone else's life, if you want to be like someone else, then your level of self-worth is so fragile. You are not worthy, and it goes on with your relationships. If you're struggling in your relationships, I promise you, if you look deeper within yourself, you will find this belief: I'm not worthy of love. Just not worthy of love. I was born and I will be struggling because I'm not worthy of love. And when you get that idea out of your head, when I could really put things into perspective for you and tell you the truth of who you really are, that you are a spirit, you're a soul in a physical body. You don't have a body. You are a soul. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a physical body. Then your level of worthiness automatically just changes. You see yourself as someone completely priceless and worthy of everything, of all the blessings and all the miracles. When you feel like you are not worthy of a blessing, you're not worthy of the money, you're not worthy of a good job, of a good friend, you're not worthy of a happy relationship. That worthiness thing is because you so deeply believe in it. And guess what I found? I found that these beliefs aren't even yours. If I had those limiting beliefs related to self-worth, they go back to your parents. They go back to people before the parents, and goes on generations and generations of people who had issues with feeling worthy, worthy of love, worthy of just life itself. I'm not worthy of life. So when you feel like you are worthy, and it's not just a conceptual thing, this is a feeling. I am worthy. And I know that I'm worthy. Why? Because I am here, because I am on this planet. This is not an accident. This is not some random event. This is not just a chance encounter that I've been just woke up on planet Earth one day. It's like, what am I doing here? I was supposed to be in Jupiter and I'm here on Earth. How did this happen? Then you know that there is no such thing as accidents or coincidences. Are all they coincide, the preparation of events ahead of time. So they just happen, coincide. It's a perfect, you are in the perfect place. You are at the right place at the right time. There's nothing wrong with you. There's never been anything wrong with you. You are at the core perfection. Whatever the light you see in the moon, reflected at the moon, that light is within you. And when you allow that light to shine, instead of always hiding in shadows, that's what the self-worth will do. The poor self-worth will keep you stuck in the shadow. Poor self-worth will keep you shut in the corner. Don't go out there. Don't speak out. You are not worthy. This is for all of those good people. But you know, in your family, we never get anything. We never get anything done. It's always like the second hand. It's always the sale. It's always the cheaper version of everything. Why? Because we're not worthy of abundance. And you begin to question, who made this up? Like, show me who, how do I live by these rules? Who made these rules? And you realize that's not even my rules. These rules were implanted by other people who had low self-concept. As a divine being, you are worthy of everything that exists on the planet because you're part of the planet. You are no different than beautiful mountain Kilimanjaro. You are no different than Pacific Ocean. You are in your essence. You're not in any way better or worse than anybody on this planet, whether they are at the top of their success or in the sleeping under the bridge somewhere in the big city where I live in the big city, and I see a lot of homeless people, and I've learned to really pay attention to them. And I understand that it's still, there's a divinity in every single individual. And it's all about, are you worthy? Are you worthy? And there are people who live under the bridge, and that's because they believe that's what they're worthy. That's what their worthiness level is at. Why? You can go as high and as far as you want. Now you're ready. Of course you're ready. And whenever you are ready, your blessing will be coming. And finally, number 5, you practice kindness. You practice kindness. Kindness is such a misunderstood word. Let me tell you this. Kindness. We have this idea that kindness is kind of like weakness, that people who are kind and they're soft, they're these doormats, they always people pleasers, they have no just strength, the inner sense of self or anything. At the same time, what I've learned is, and I've learned this from beings, I've learned this from angels and my spirit guides, they're always kind. It's not, some days they're kind and some days they're not. It's they're kind all the time. And when they communicate with you, they always communicate with generosity and kindness. And there would be a moment when I would not be in this state of kindness myself, when I would be like a little, a little, angry, or something would upset me. And I would ask angels, and I would instantly feel this emotional kindness. And this kindness is just so, it just melts your heart. Whatever negative emotion that you're feeling, when you are coming in contact with kindness, this is such a beautiful vibrational state. When you come into contact with someone who is kind, it's almost like your defenses go down. You defend because you don't feel threatened. You don't feel like you need to protect yourself. When you come at the place when someone is truly kind, something in you just opens up. And this is a necessary quality of opening. You cannot be consumed with, preoccupied with issues and problems and be kind. That's not how it works. But kindness is a state that I am kind as my source is kind. I'm kind as my angels are kind. In that sort of kindness, which means inclusiveness. We don't exclude people. We don't say that some people are better and some people are worse. We don't look at the situation in the world saying, okay, these people, stay away from them, they have COVID, and just don't touch anything. We put ourselves in such a space of closedness, and that's what the world is pushing us to do. That's what the reality pushes us to do. It's like an instinct for you to just go into your shell, shy away. And I'm not saying that you go out and hug every person. No, that's not what I'm saying. But it's almost like you develop this attitude of kindness, understanding that wherever the person is going through, there's a sense of divinity in everything and everyone. And you may not have the physical inclusiveness just for the sake of the, say, social distancing and everything else, but you are kind on the premise of, because you're alive, because you're part of God, the creative universe, whose nature is kindness. The nature of God is that love and kindness. These are not just empty words. You cannot create without having these essential principles. And kindness is like heart opening. If you want to practice kindness, you'll never need anything. You'll always get everything that you truly want. I've learned this over and over again. There were times when I would be driven just by kindness. By kindness, me wanting to just perform an act of kindness. And I would do that act, and I would feel so much better. Then my problem would go away. I would not have to need for anything, not to ask for anything. When you're kind, it's almost like the universe opens the doors for you. Finding people to practice kindness. Make it almost the lifestyle of your every day. This is the attitude. This is the attitude of kindness, of love and openness. You're kind to yourself. You're kind to your fellow human beings. You're kind to life in every shape and form. Being kind is the attitude. And when you're kind, you're open, you're generous, and let me tell you, you will receive your blessing faster than you think. That's it for this video. 5 signs, the 5 signs that you are ready for your blessing. Now, let me know in the comments below. I want to know your one takeaway from this video. What you are going to practice, and be really thoughtful about it. I will read every comment. So I will read every comment. So be sure that you will receive the blessing. Just be clear, and I can't wait to hear your stories. Much love. I'll chat with you soon.